The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Forced out to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Going to the air, Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. To a hit, and the ball is out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. They had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And, Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Here's Tua. Dancing to his left. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's brought down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Again, Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he's standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Well, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just got to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He completes it to Beckham. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Touchdown! That's caught. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and goal, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. After the interception, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Tua, the final shot before half. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action with Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Switch.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game. 2nd and 8.
Hey, check flag 33. Check flag 33. Push him back. Push him back.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A carry heading left, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens add on.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Let's go, D tight.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. The Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Tua going to throw. Being chased out left. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll go again with Dobbins. Down right around the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just had on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
36.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Tua. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get ready.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.